I am very grateful for this opportunity to look back in time and trace my path, my curvy, exciting path in science and art. But we've got to go way back. A high school graduation party. So all my friends and family were there, and we'd eaten, and it was time for me to say something, you know. So I clinked my glass, and I said, well, I have decided that I want to major in science and minor in art. And you go, oh, really, you know. So there was a ripple of reaction. So I had 2 years at a liberal arts college in Michigan, Albion, to kind of, and it turns out they had a pre-occupational therapy curriculum. So I did my 2 years there and then moved on to a graduate program. I went to the University of Illinois. At the time, my home was in Geneva, Illinois, a nice Victorian town on the Fox River. One day I'm looking at the things we found on the beach, and I said, I'm going to have an art school. So what I did was to contact 2 or 3 science teachers at my middle school, which was right nearby. And I said, look, I'll offer you some simple art materials if you would just tell me what you're working on. And one was a skeleton. One, they were using microscopes, which is perfect. So I enrolled 2 teachers, and they happily did it, and I got some great results, you can imagine. So they said, well, Sue, we really enjoyed it, we loved it, and we want to give you full access to our biology lab. That is how I met the lilac bud. So I was thrilled. To me, it was worth more than money. And I went several times, and one of those times I got to see the lilac bud, the size of a pinhead, under the microscope. You see, I am in awe of the creative force of nature. You know, when you really get into it, you think, how is it all possible? So I think that my awe, I think is a good word, of the creative forces of nature really is the direct line for my science and art. I'm a great believer of you never know what's going to happen. So then you have to get good at planning for uncertainty. I got my master's at Goddard College. So I did an independent study, and the title of my degree was Science, Art in the Learning Process. And so that meant that the people that were coming who were interested in being part of, I called it the Forum for Science and Art, and we met in my gallery. It is my desire, a heartfelt desire, to bring together a group that inspires and supports each other.